I'm going to show you how attendance feature works in the GMP Pro version. As you can see, if you have a Pro version, you should see a green icon here with a check mark. Once you click on that icon, this attendance panel opens up. Okay, so we have two tabs in this attendance panel: tracking and the duration of attendance. Tracking is just to give the ability here, the view to start tracking whenever you're ready. For example, 9 o'clock you have a meeting, so that's where you start tracking, and you can stop tracking when you think the meeting is over. And also duration of attendance automatically captures the duration of a participant stayed in the meeting. Okay, so if somebody actually dropped off then comes back, that actually the counter will restart again. No, it will just continue, so you won't see the duplication. You will just be accumulation of time. Okay, so on the first field here, this box here is actually, it is editable. As you can see, automatically it captures the meeting name, but I don't have a meeting name, so automatically Google Meet gives me a meeting detail as a default text of a name of the meeting. Of course, you can change it to whatever name you want. For example, you want to say class 1. Then when you're ready, when you think the time is right, you start track, okay, to track the attendance. The moment you click a tracking attendance, GMP takes a snapshot of who is in a meeting. So I know some initially we had issue capturing a big group, but that issue has been resolved. And also another thing, very important to mention, that try to keep the side panel closed. We had some report that the tracking was not working accurately, but because the user had this side panel opened, so this interfered with GMP tracking mechanism. So although we did release enhancement on that, I still advise you to have that panel closed while you're tracking. Okay, so as you can see, once tracking starts, it captures who's in the meeting. The name just show up here. Anybody who's late will be shown in red, and also you capture how many minutes the person is late. For example, I lock out one user. I stop tracking for now. So once you stop tracking, you can see the log here showing that the time you stop tracking. Okay, so I will log out this user. Then I start tracking here. Okay, as you can see, you will only track one person now, because just the one person in the meeting, excluding yourself. Okay, so the other user joins now. As you can see now, the user joined late to the meeting will be shown under the late section, and with also showing that how many minutes or seconds they're late. Okay, so all these are actually stored. This information automatically stored in a CSV file as well as a text file. I'll show you that later. So also at the same time, I want to show you the duration of the tracking. So as you can see now, we have when we start tracking, we had 2 people in this meeting. So you can see they're 2 minutes. They stayed in the meeting for 2 minutes. However, this person came late. Now he has only 1 minute duration in his meeting. So leave it open, so and the duration will accumulate until you click stop tracking attendance. Okay, So, and also, as I mentioned, that all these information are actually automatically captured in these files, and you have a maximum 10 records you can keep. These are actually in your local browser storage. So whenever you delete your browser cache, these will be deleted as well. So be careful with that. So let me open up, for example, the spreadsheet. Click on that, you will download the CSV. So then you open up your CSV, you will see that you will see your CSV. Okay, so here it says it will show you that the date and the name and the time, starting time of that tracking, and the duration of everyone who stayed. Okay, and who was late, who was present at the time of tracking started. Okay. So you can download it anytime you want, but within 10 days it's available. Okay, after 10 days you will be deleted. So, and of course you have a text file format as well. It's the same information, just a different preference. Okay, some people like text file, some people like it to be in CSV. So in this case, you can see every section is a one tracking session. So I tracked the 3 times today. You can see that they're separated by these lines, and you can see the duration of each person stayed in the state in the meeting, and who is present at the time of tracking, who was late. Okay, so you can see all this information. This is just another format. Of course, you can choose to delete them as they're getting too many. Then you can delete them. Okay. Anytime you want to just go out, you can leave the tracking on when you close the meeting, because all this information are captured automatically. You don't need to remember to stop tracking. But however, you could stop tracking when you don't want to track. So once the tracking stops, the duration stops as well. Okay. Thank you for watching, and this is an attendance feature of GMP Pro.